it doesn't look like Kamala Harris and Biden are urgent to move it faster. You need international help. If U.S. doesn't help you, who's going to help you? Canada? Europe? NATO? Who's going to help you? It's only U.S. So that's why I'm asking a question about, are you in regular communication with their administration or Trump's administration?
Right now, I'm in regular communication with the U.S. government as well as other governments, all other governments in the region.
How familiar are you what happened to Iran's revolution? How Iran fell? How familiar are you to it?
I know it very well.
Okay.
And Patrick, I know there are lessons we have to take into account from every single of these episodes. But believe me, I've heard so many times it was impossible to do what we did. So all these years, people saying it was impossible to defeat the regime, to get our country back in their foot. And that's precisely what we did. So my message now to convey is we've come so far. This has nothing to do with any other moment previously, any other moment. A whole bunch of conditions that have come together at the same time are in place right now that makes this a unique opportunity. And it would mean, the two outcomes would mean a huge difference for the region and for the United States. And I agree with you. This is the time to act. It is time to understand what things didn't work and which did. But the fact is that we did have an election. And there's no way that the world can look the other way around and simply forget about it.
Yeah, but if you're
because if they do that, then you tell me when you're going to have another election in Latin America to be respected. It's a horrible precedent.
If you're in Venezuela and we're not even hearing, how many interviews are you doing in Venezuela today? How are the people hearing from you right now? How are people around the world hearing from you right now? What platform are you using? Because the internet is choppy. So it's going to be tough for you to do a lot of these things on mainstream media and other podcasts. How are you getting your message out?
Well, I get a lot of interviews, and I'm not the only one. We have a lot of people abroad that are conveying our message as well. That it's not that I want to diminish my responsibility, but I think we're reaching out to a lot of individuals. And as I was saying, it's not only governments, and I think we're right in that sense. Reach out to the people. We have to make Americans understand why Venezuela is a priority for you as well, and how it will impact you. And in that sense, I think we're organizing more and more our diaspora, which is huge and it's super active, and they're doing a great job. So we have 80 days in front of us that will make the whole different for Venezuelan history for millions. And these are days in which we need to put people, there and here to act. Regardless of what happens on November the 5th, it is for this actual government to act, not to wait until January. That's my point. We do have a window of opportunity. And this government can do things that will benefit whoever comes afterwards.
They're not going to act. The wishful thinking of you thinking they're going to act, you're going to join a lot of other countries that were hoping they were. They're not going to act. But that's my opinion. I could be wrong.